Hey people, good evening. It's another hump day and time for another fun-filled live stream walk around Toronto tonight. It's a warm, humid night, as I have in the title. I think today it was up to 28 Celsius, feeling more like 34 with the Humidex. And it's still in the 20s. I think it's feeling like 27 degrees with the Humidex right now. And hello to everyone who's already here in the live chat. Hello Dave in Bangor, Maine. How you doing? Hello to Harjot and Scott Briggs. Tom Bikes 416. Hello, hello. John Burke, JK, Brett Mallon, Alan K. Hello to you. Luca Oscar Varansi, if I'm pronouncing that correctly. Hello to Wesley. Hey, Yogi's here. Hello, Yogi. John Nicholson, what's up? Gordon Freeman, Craig O'Connor. Yes, good evening to you, Dave in Bangor, Maine. Dan Harmson, hello. Robert Brunn, hello, Crikey. George Howard, hello to you. So I'm here on the east side of downtown, currently on Gerrard Street East. So I thought I'd meander around downtown tonight, mostly on the east side of downtown. I'm not sure if I'll even make it over to the west side. Of course, I do live on the east side here, as many of you know. So I think I'll take us down to King Street East and we'll walk through Old Town. You don't want the cold darkness to get here. Well, the darkness is already coming a lot earlier now. Hey, Michael Stern, goes good. Yo, Billy T. Hey Billy T, how you doing? I like the east side too. Keith Kumpa. I just had a dingus back there a second ago. You know you're on the east side when? Lena Sandoval, welcome to the stream. So we've already got over 100 people. That's nice to see, so early in the stream. What up, Michael K? Yeah, he just looked at me and said, I don't want to be in your effing blah 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 as he walked past me. Well, keep walking and you won't be, right? Hello, Ali from Iraq. I'm good. Hey, Brad and Marie Palmer. Michelle Gray, hello, good evening. Chris Mills. Doesn't feel so bad yet in terms of mugginess, but I haven't been outside for very long. I imagine it won't take long before I start feeling the effects. At the moment, my t-shirt is dry. It's not going to stay dry, I can tell you that. There's always a steady stream of traffic on Gerrard Street at all hours. It seems like it should be a relatively quiet sort of street, given its how it compares to the more busy streets running parallel to it, north and south, but I think a lot of people use it as a way to avoid traffic, and they all use it at the same time, and therefore it creates exactly the situation that they're trying to avoid. Go to Yonge and Dundas. I'm not sure if we'll make it to Yonge and Dundas tonight. I'm just sort of in wandering mode right now. I sort of have an idea of where I'm going to go, but it's not completely planned out, and I have no idea where I'm going to end up. These delivery dudes just come out of nowhere sometimes, you know, like right up behind you on the sidewalk when you least expect it. They come out of dark alleys all of a sudden, right in front of you. I am rudderless, yes, I am rudderless. Hey, Lighthouse, go for an ice cream. Maybe by the time I'm done the stream, I'll feel like having an ice cream, because I think I'll be pretty hot and sweaty by then. Hey, Ron, Diaz, and JK. A root beer float. Yeah, it's classic childhood treat that I haven't had in a very long time. Oh, did the Blue Jays lose tonight? That is a bummer. I wasn't really following the game. Hey, Kelly Roach, hello. Maroof is in the house. Hello, Audio from Montreal. Good to have you. Alright, we're heading south on Parliament Street. So yeah, I think I'm going to head down to King Street. That's sort of as far ahead as I've planned this stream so far. Yeah, me neither, Scott Briggs. Maybe even longer. I was out recording a video earlier in the day when it was still very hot and sunny, and yeah, I was feeling the effects in no time. It was around the noon hour. Kind of neat. Hey, Natalia from St. Catharines. You just found my channel yesterday. Well, welcome. I hope you enjoy the stream and all of my other past streams and videos. You're just on the other side of Lake Ontario. That's right, Kelly Roach. Thank you very much for becoming a channel member. Very much appreciated. And I saw today that Jeanette also became a channel member. So maybe she'll pop into the chat later on. We are heading south on Parliament. Hey, Carolyn Kelly, how you doing? And also for my Metropolis tier channel members, I did post a members video this morning. If you haven't seen it yet, it is there. My plan is to post at least one members video every month for Metropolis tier members. Kelly Roach, $5 super chat. Riverdale Zoo sleepover on Halloween, live till dawn. Keep us up all night worried about me. Well, I might go stream or record a video in Cabbagetown, which is obviously right beside Riverdale Zoo, because that's an awesome neighborhood to check out during Halloween. They go all out in Cabbagetown with the Halloween decorations. Thank you very much for the support, Kelly. Your dad was in the hospital. Well, hopefully he's doing all right now, Sebastian. Hank Blank from Orange County. Hey. Oh, so this is your hometown. Well, it's doing all right. Some people might disagree, but I've never had any reason to think that this was the only city I want to live in, or to think this wasn't the only city I want to live in. I'm good, Tyler Jordan. What up, James Greenwood? Guess a lot of people are bummed about the Jays losing tonight, huh? All right, we're at Parliament and Shooter. Not really far from downtown Gertish. We're basically on the east side of downtown, actually. Yeah, Corktown to the left. Old Town to the right. Hey, Jay Smith. See, there's the financial district and the CN Tower. That's how close we are to the very core of downtown. It's a nice view there, actually. You lived at Seaton and Dundas. That's pretty close to where I live. Hey, Big Pappy. Toronto's saying it's hot and humid. And apparently Toronto's also saying that we aren't impressing at baseball. I'm at the border of Stridsland. I'm nowhere near Stridsland, actually. Stridsland is way up north. Hello, Jose Miguel Perez Cruz. Welcome to the live stream tonight. Yeah, we are a long way from Stridsland, that's right. This is my neighborhood, or we started in my neighborhood. Now we're a bit out of it now, but and I'm starting to feel the heat now. I knew it would kick in eventually. RIP dry t-shirt. It was nice enjoying you for about 20 minutes. Ah, so that's it, is it, Luca? Well, lack of sleep can impair cognitive function. Yeah, my AC has been going all day, and it'll probably keep going all night. It ran all night last night, which is something I don't usually do in October. But it was definitely necessary last night. Hey, Emma Nimpton. Yeah, that's the good thing about living in a tiny apartment. It doesn't take very much to cool it down. I just have a really small window AC, one of the smallest ones actually. 5,000 BTUs, I think. And it does a great job cooling my place down in no time. Oh yeah, it'll be cooler again by the weekend, so this is just a little temporary weather occurrence here. Alright, here's Adelaide. Yeah, I guess this Monday is Thanksgiving, is it? I don't really pay too much attention to certain holidays. I guess this Monday is Thanksgiving. No, Canadian Thanksgiving, obviously. I wonder if that's for the musician called Lights, or if it's something else.
If you'd like to go now.
Hey, Matt Bross. Yeah, very warm evening. Hey, Picard is here. I had warped out. I had warped back to 9.9. Engage. That didn't come out right the first time. Hey, look, it's King Street. JK, you are correct.
Look 7280, northbound towards Page Station via Queen, Broadview Shuttle, passengers strongly recommended by
Hey, John G. Sirwick, how you doing? And yeah, we made it to King Street, so we're heading west on King Street East. We're in Old Town. It's called Old Town because it's old around here. It's an old part of the city. One of the oldest, if not the oldest parts of the city. Air conditioning before Thanksgiving, yeah. At least this year. I think Thanksgiving is a little earlier this year. pie restaurant. I've been to one of their locations. Do they have more than one? I think there's a location in the entertainment district. I've been to that one, if it's the same place. Hey, Bill Chow. Yeah, Monday is a statutory holiday in Canada.
We're gonna see what's happening on Friday.
Hey, Devin Sullivan. Hello, hello. Are they going to rename Yonge Street? Well, there are no plans to rename Yonge. It was Dundas that they're considering renaming. Although apparently the person that Yonge Street is named after also may be problematic. I say that in quotes. It'd be hard pressed to find any street named after someone from the 18th or 19th century who probably wouldn't be problematic by today's standards, right? There's a pie up at Eglinton. Yeah, they're really good. I had the pad thai when I went there because I love pad thai. I can't get enough of it. Hey, Jeff McClenahan from New York City, or from YYC. Sorry, I saw NYC, but from YYC. Hey, how you doing? Vancouver's 15. I think our overnight low here in Toronto might be warmer than 15 tonight, maybe. Luker Oscar Veronesi, have a good night. Glad you could drop in for a bit. Hey, thanks, Jeff. And hello, Robert Saberwall. How you doing? Degrees in San Francisco. Yeah, it's not that hot here. Even today at the hottest time of the day, it might have been in the 80-degree range or so. Or low 80s perhaps. Hey, JP Atherton, a $5 super. Enjoy the evening. Thank you very much, JP. Your support is awesome. I'll put that towards something cool and refreshing for after the stream when I'll be a sweaty, disgusting mess. Maybe I'll try one of those bubblies. I know Johnny's a big fan of the bubblies. I can't say I've really even had many of those bubblies before. Maybe I'll have to try one, right? We're at King and Sherbourne. Hey, Con, how you doing? Good evening. '82 in Southern California. Not a fan of the carbonated water drinks. I don't really have them, you know. I do drink some of the sugar-free, zero-calorie, water-based drinks that are flavored. I have some of those, the ones you can get at Shoppers Drug Mart. I enjoy those. I especially like the peach-flavored one. But they're not carbonated. Jeff, we're on King Street East in the Old Town neighborhood, just on the east side of downtown. Fresca, I haven't tried that either. Ask Heather to pick up her phone. Who's Heather? Should I just yell it out loud? Can she hear me? Maybe she's in the neighborhood here. Heather, pick up your phone, wherever you are. There, how's that? We just passed Frederick Street. Hey, Cindy Randall, how you doing? Alright, no problem, Otterly. Just crossed George Street, the infamous George Street. This part isn't the infamous part, but a little further north it gets pretty dodgy. Hey, Jeanette is in the house. Jeanette, thank you for becoming a channel member. I saw today, got the notification that you joined. Very much appreciated. Now you can check out all my fun little perks. Well, I try to make them fun anyway. Jarvis. That's a nice old building right here on this corner, right? Across the street from this beautiful building here. Thank you very much, Jeanette. And I enjoy having you as a long-time viewer and contributor and supporter. Beautiful, beautiful building. Hey, Life of Leela. There's St. James Park. The old historic buildings, they usually don't get turned into apartments or condos. They're usually protected, have a heritage designation that protects them. But sometimes you'll see an old building get facadized, as they call it, where they tear down everything except the facades facing onto the street, and then they build the new building and leave the old building facade up to at least give the appearance that it's still there. Whoa, see that spark? There's St. James Cathedral. So you'll see quite a few facademies around Toronto with these old buildings that are just literally a shell and then a new building behind. Hey, Andy Wood. Damiel Jason, hello. And hello, Laura Ramirez. How you doing? Yeah, St. James Cathedral. I think that's the tallest church steeple in Canada. Maybe. First or second. I know there's something in Montreal that might be taller, but it's not really a steeple. Church. Glad to hear it was okay, Harjot. I'm going to head north, maybe at Victoria Street. Played hooky, Scott. Oh, bad, bad. Hopefully the truant officer didn't catch you. Is that still a thing? Are there still truant officers? think I only knew that from watching Little Rascals or something. Oh, look at this. The King Edward Hotel celebrating 120 years. That's an awesome old photo of the hotel. You can see, if I can get this light out of the picture here, you can see up the street, Commerce Court North, that tall building here. That was the tallest skyscraper in Toronto for a long time. It's still there, but now it's hidden behind all these behemoths all around it. Spicoli. That's my skull! I'm so wasted! That's my Spicoli. Alright, here's Victoria Street. So the financial district is just right straight ahead. But let's go north. Remember when Spicoli ordered the pizza when he was in class? And then Mr. Hand gave the pizza to everyone in the class. And Spicoli looked crestfallen. Hey, bestest times reborn. Yeah, I have that movie on Blu-ray. I showed it to Megan because she'd never seen it before and she liked it. Right, we're heading north on Victoria. So we're still on the east side of downtown. We haven't crossed Yonge Street, and I don't think we will actually tonight. You hated gym? I didn't like some things that we did in gym class, but I enjoyed other things. Sometimes it could be fun, sometimes it could be not fun. Yeah, I didn't mind things like rope climbing. So I was good at that. Yeah, the city does look really awesome at night. Yeah, we haven't seen Vivian yet. Alright, let's take a walk down Lombard Street. Folk dancing. I had to do square dancing. It's kind of funny because I remember there was an episode of The Wonder Years where they had to do square dancing, and I was like, hey, I had to do that. Yeah, I guess I'm not the only one, right, Alan? I have quite a collection of VHS tapes and a functioning VCR. Hey, Robert Parker. Is it really just something from the Little Rascals? Because that's the only place I ever saw a truant officer. Spanky and Alfalfa. Watch out for the truant officer.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, all that do-si-do and all that. Oy vey. And just like in the Wonder Years episode, you hope that you got paired up with a girl that you liked and not with a girl that you did not want to get paired up with, because if you're a little boy, that's like very much a drag. And I'm sure it's very much a drag for her as well to get paired up with a boy that she doesn't like. So all around, it was just no fun for a lot of reasons. Unless you got paired up with someone that you liked, and then it was like, yay. Who cares about square dancing? I get to hold hands with this person that I like. Alright, we're at Church Street. Hey, Aaron Hockey, I'm doing good. How are you doing? Hey, good evening, Jenna A. I'm doing very well. We're on Lombard Street, Wesley, heading east. Jeanette. Well, I guess that worked out for you then, right? I don't think it ever worked out for me. Carl Roth, I think my sub count is almost at 21,200. I think I was just a bit shy of hitting 21.2, so maybe I'll pass the 21.2 mark tonight. That would be awesome. So that's a nice segue to say, hey, subscribe if you haven't already. I'm very close to 21.2. Yeah, not too shabby, right? What do you think? Raccoons? Raccoons or humans? Both? Yeah. Maybe it was an intelligent raccoon that can talk and walk. Hey Brad 2023, how you doing? And Dopey Tripod, thank you very much. Oh, is that right, Carl? That does sound really good, you know, and it's been like literally decades since I had one. Thanks, Tom Bikes. Yeah, 240 some viewers at the moment. Yeah, I can feel my t-shirt starting to stick to me now. It's already at that point. Less than an hour into the stream. Hey, James Greenwood. Yeah, Jenna, I'm looking forward to the fall weather returning, right? I feel like I'm stuck in a Beach Boys album here with this endless summer. Right, now we're on Queen Street. We're still on the east side and we're heading west right now though. Hey Yahia, yeah, you made it, only an hour in. Gonna take me surfing safari on Lake Ontario.
I always hear them. All right, take care. Yeah, the Airbnb card is usually like a party card. No.
I just watched a video today about the Beach Boys on YouTube. There's a channel called Pop Goes the 60s. He has lots of awesome content talking about all the groups of the 60s, and he's covered the Beatles over and over again because I think that's his favorite band, as it is mine, but he also talks about all sorts of other bands from the 60s. So he did a video on the Beach Boys covering their history. It's divided up into several parts. It's really good stuff. I recommend that channel if you're into 60s music. Hey, my YouTube account, you didn't get a notification. Oh, that sucks. I wanted to walk up this street, and I walked right past it. I'm walking here. Hey, John Nicholson. I can't really argue with that, you know, as far as 60s bands go. I like the Beach Boys too, Jenna. I like classic rock. I like guitar-oriented music. Let's just put it that way. And I also like synth pop from the 80s. But generally speaking, rock music is my preferred genre. I think synth pop falls under the umbrella of rock in a grand scheme of things, but definitely sounds different. The Trogs, yeah. Wild Dang. Dun, 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 dun. Yeah, Take On Me, that's a good example of 80s synth pop. I like that stuff. I don't know, it's fun. Hey, Yogi, that's awesome, yeah. I enjoy that. Craft work. I guess. Never really got really into craft work, but I can't say that I don't like them. Michael Lejo, I think rent-controlled apartments can be demolished and replaced with a new building, but the tenants living in the demolished building have the right to live in the new building paying the same rent that they used to pay in the old building. I'm not sure if their new unit will still be rent-controlled though. So they'll still be paying the same rent as they were before, but since it's a brand new building, I'm not exactly sure how that works. If they get a special consideration and they get to remain rent controlled just in their unit. Pursuit of Happiness. Yeah, that's an awesome band. It's a good rock band from the 80s and into the 90s. Their video for I'm an Adult Now, their low budget indie video that they shot on Queen Street is really awesome. 1980s Queen Street. And they're obviously a local band. I think the main lead singer is from Edmonton, I think, but I think the band considers itself a Toronto band. Mo Berg is his name. This is Dalhousie Street. We're sort of wandering along here. It's a really narrow street lined with all these new buildings. You like Rush, Jenna? Hey, awesome. Me too. Hey, my pleasure, Mikhail. That is a bummer, right, Tom? Loading docks. Whew, holy moly. Okay, I am full on boiling to death now. We have officially reached that point. Hey, Kathleen Das, how you doing? This is the old Sears merchandise building here. Now it's expensive lofts. I think deadmau5 lived in this building for a while. The EDM artist. You worked with Getty. Hey, that's awesome, Billy. Hey, very much appreciated. Bestest Times Reborn. That means a lot. Could always do with more singing. I do burst into song from time to time if the mood strikes me. What's that?
We get in the video.
Sure, it's a live stream. You want to say hey?
So, live
Yeah,
stream.
yeah.
Hi.
Hey, what's up?
Not much. How about you?
What are you live streaming on?
On YouTube.
YouTube?
Yeah.
How many viewers?
Right now, 257.
Damn.
So there you go.
Popular man.
Yep.
What's,
we're
what's
just
your like
we're just
content?
walking around the city. That's the content. Just
Just
walking around the city. Yeah.
Do you just do
Just
Toronto?
talking about whatever I'm walking around through. You know.
I
Yeah.
mean, there is a lot of shit to see in Toronto,
Yeah.
right?
So people just commenting,
Oh,
whatnot.
damn.
You know. Yeah. It's like a little tour, walking
Side
tour.
hustle.
Yeah.
Okay. Good for you.
Yeah. The Ken Continuum is the channel.
Ken Continuum?
Ken Continuum. Yeah.
We'll check it out.
Cool. Thanks.
Have a good night.
You too. See ya. That's two very friendly dudes. Hey, Sammy Woo, what is up? Yeah, they were awesome, those guys. Hey, Jenny's in the house. What is up? You missed Life in the Continuum. Well, welcome back to the warm embrace of the Continuum. LAB. Hey, funny dog. Hello. Long time no see, I think. Seems like it's been a while. Rainbow Obsidian. Hey. Nice to see more people popping in to say hi. So now we're on Church Street heading north. Novel Cost is here too. Got the whole gang. JD, hey, how you doing? Hey, Diego Franca, how's it going? You went to the distillery district. It's a very nice area. I've done quite a few videos through there.
You're supposed to say yes, man. Make my life easy.
Hey, Ben, hello. You were the dude I just talked to. What's up, Ben? Thanks for checking out the channel. Whew, we're at Gerard. So let's keep on going north. We'll stay on Church Street for a while. Here's to Ben, that's right. Hey, Greg Hubers, how you doing? What's good? A lot of things are good. How about A&W? I heard that's good. Having you join in and say hi is good. Hey, Cam H. Well, I'm glad to hear that you missed me. How long has it been, Cam H? Check out the aura. Did I get the frosty root beer? No. I'm really bad at getting things. This place is open late. You want shawarma at 4 in the morning, or say 3 in the morning, you can come and get it. 3:30, 3:45 probably, you can probably still get it. Hey, T-Dot. I live pretty close to here too, so if I ever want shawarma at 3:45 or falafel, I imagine they sell falafel there, I know I can go there. So I'm definitely more of a falafel guy than a shawarma guy. Crossing Carlton. There's the Maple Leaf Gardens Loblaws. The Beatles played all their concerts here every time they were in Toronto. 1964, 65, and 66. All 3 tours they did in North America, they played here. And there are some tables inside where you can sit down and eat, and the tables are covered with posters promoting all the shows that took place at Maple Leaf Gardens, and there's some authentic posters advertising the Beatles performances that you can look at. And the ticket prices were so cheap, you could check out a Beatles show for like $5, $7. This is a new restaurant. The Fury Ramen and Dumpling. Seems fairly busy. Not packed, but certainly not empty. Don't forget center ice. That's right. There's a dot on the floor where you can, while you're shopping for your groceries, you can see where center ice was inside the grocery store.
Oh, okay. All because your friend is away, so you just... He's not away. He's not away, but he's sick.
It's Hair of the Dog neighborhood pub. Yeah, from $5 to $500, right? That's what's happened to concert tickets over the last 55, 60 years. Yeah, I agree, Rainbow. 500 is ridiculous. I do admit, though, in 2010 I paid $300 for a floor seat to see Paul McCartney. A nice up-close floor seat, but I don't know. At the time I was like, well, this will probably be the only time I'll see a Beatle performing live. And if I have to pay $300 to get a floor seat, I guess that's what I have to do.
You don't know that intersection. Would you shut the fuck up, you fucking asshole? What is that intersection? Back off. Hey! Back off. Did you kick me?
Got a drunk guy. Drunk guy about to get beat up, I think. Oh, see? There we go. He's being belligerent, and the other guy is just basically going to do something. Hello, how you doing? So we're walking through the village, Church Wellesley Village. As Scooby-Doo would say, "Ruh-oh." Some good pizza here. Hey, look, roti. I didn't know this was down here. And dosa also. And Momo too. Wow. That looks like a pretty good spot down there. When two tribes go to war. When two tribes go to war. I remember watching that video when I was a teenager, being highly entertained by watching Ronald Reagan and Khrushchev battle it out in a ring. A no holds bar fight to the death.
What the Old English bingo color? I love that. Next we have under the B, it's B number 14.
Is that Second City? No, not that I know of. Second City is located down on Harbor Street now. Unless you're talking about the performance back there. Maybe that was a couple of Second City repertory players putting on a performance for the neighborhood. Or Chermenko, right. Whoever it was back then, anyway. We're at Church and Wellesley, right in the center of the neighborhood. Hey Pine Sol, how you doing? Yeah, I'm pretty close to home here. I'm a bit north of where I live. About a 10-minute walk away. Holy moly, okay, I'm so hot now. This is the point where I just keep thinking about how awesome it's going to feel to walk into my air-conditioned apartment afterwards and then take a shower. It's like, oh yes. Anvil Alley, I've always gotten a kick out of this. There's a local metal band from back in the day called Anvil. I wonder if they're aware that they have an alleyway called Anvil Alley. They were the subject of a documentary about 10 years ago, maybe 12, 13 years ago, I guess, called Anvil, the story of Anvil. It's actually a really good music documentary. Oh yeah, the AC has been on the last few days, Rainbow Obsidian. It is hot. Here's this Barber Hall Park, which is unfortunately not a very pleasant place these days. You always hear about nasty things happening here in the park. Most of the locals tend to avoid it now, which sort of defeats the purpose of putting it there in the first place, right? You saw it, John Nicholson? Yeah, it is great. Hey, good night, Jeanette. Thanks for checking out the stream, and thanks again for becoming a channel member. Cheers to you. You don't know Anvil? Yeah, I don't think they're as known in the US as they are in Canada. But a lot of American metal bands claim to have been influenced by them, that blew up in the 80s. That's sort of the focus of the documentary, how Anvil was on the verge of blowing up in the metal world, but then they never did. And I saw Anvil actually with my friend Jim last year. They played a show at the Rock Pile out in Etobicoke. And I did a video of our journey there on the subway and walking. And the show was fun. Jim goes to almost every Anvil show that he can. So they all know him now because he's a regular at most of their shows. You recall Saga? Yeah. What about Prism? Or what about Triumph? That was another Canadian band in the progressive rock category. April Wine, yeah. They had so many songs, so many recognizable radio songs. Even up to this day, I'll hear a song that I recognize from the 80s or 70s that I've heard countless times, and I'll be like, who does this song anyway? And then I'll look it up, and lo and behold, it's April Wine. I'll be like, what? Oh yeah. Because their songs could sound so different from one another. Their sound wasn't like the same at all from one song to the next. Hey, Ali Wawia, how's it going? I used to run in places like Rock and Roll Heaven, Gasworks, and Entex back in the day. Yeah, the Gasworks on Yonge Street, which obviously doesn't exist anymore. Mike Myers kind of brought the Gasworks back to life in his Wayne's World movies. Hey, Heron Song 1977. You played softball with Rick Emmett. That's cool. Whoa, what was that? Hopefully not a gunshot. Just crossing Charles Street. Is the Diamond still around? I don't think so. The Phoenix is still there though, on Sherbourne. Yeah, they still have shows regularly. And Gowan is going to be playing a show, I think, at Massey Hall coming up. I just saw an advertisement for that somewhere. Maybe on Facebook. Alright, we're almost at Bloor Street here, walking north on Church. Glad to hear it, T-Dot. Me too. Gopher Soda still gets radio play in northeastern Ohio. Wow. That's where Rush first broke out, right? In the Cleveland area. Cleveland broke Rush in the US. Jorge, how you going? How's it going? Yeah, I'm not sure where Vivian is tonight. Maybe she's busy. Hopefully she's feeling okay. So now I can either go east and then walk south down Sherbourne or Parliament, or I can go west and walk down Yonge Street for the 8 millionth time. Looks like I'm heading west. It just sort of took hold of me and my feet just started moving in this direction. As I always like to say, strange things are afoot at the Circle K. And these things are multiplying like mushrooms all over downtown now. There's the W Hotel, looking pretty funky. We're heading west on Bloor Street East. Patio lanterns. Nancy Mattis, $2. Ken, sing. Well, how about might as well go for soda, nobody hurts, nobody dies. Our patio lanterns. Dun, 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 dun. That's all the Kim Mitchell I can do. Thank you very much for the $2, Nancy Mattis. thought there'd be more. Well, I think there are more over here. They're just stuck at the traffic light. I don't know that one, Nancy. I'll have to look it up. Let's watch the rest of the motorcycle gang go by. We're at Yonge and Bloor. Got separated from the rest of their gang. Born to be Wild by Steppenwolf. That's right, a band that originated in Toronto. And I think the first time the word heavy metal was used in a song lyric. Heavy metal thunder. Have I ever arm wrestled? Yeah, just with friends, just for fun and that sort of thing, yeah. Mostly in high school. Not really as an adult very much. Just a few times here and there. Hey, Quad Mods, welcome.
I was like, okay.
And we're back on Yonge Street again. I wasn't sure if I would end up on Yonge Street tonight, but here I am. I'm still on the east side though. This is the dividing line between the east side and the west side. And I'm on the east side of Yonge Street.
That's one of the ones top of the right.
What did I do before streaming videos? I just did normal, boring stuff that I didn't enjoy. And now I enjoy doing this, so I think I made the right choice. Starting this channel and building it up over the last 5 years. Chuck Diamond. Did you just become a channel member, Chuck Diamond? Thank you very much. Very much appreciated, Chuck, and welcome to the stream. And the Vizrit's in the house. Do I stream full-time? Yeah, my channel is my full-time job. It took 5 years, but it finally got to that point. I just work very occasionally at my old job. Just making an appearance every once in a while. Other than that, this is what I do now. This is how I support myself. And it's largely possible because of my rent-controlled apartment. Nancy Mattis, yeah, that's a great song.
Hi, excuse me. Do you have any extra change?
Yeah, sorry.
Your end one was perfect. And not.
Guy, do you have any extra change?
Well, I had savings from my old job, right? So that kind of helps out a lot, because YouTube doesn't always amount to enough to comfortably live off of at my current channel size and view count and all that sort of thing. But I am getting by, but luckily I do have savings that I accumulated from my old job, right? And Chuck Diamond, I saw your name pop up again. Did you... I think you became a channel member, am I correct, Chuck? It's not giving me the notification. As well as Greg Hubers. I see your name just popped up. Did Chuck Diamond just gift Greg Hubers a channel membership? If so, that is awesome. Thank you very much, Chuck, for your generosity. Welcome to channel membership. It's always awesome to have some new channel members join the fold. Thanks for confirming, Greg. Yeah, my live chat isn't showing me the nice banner when someone becomes a channel member. It sort of has a nice colorful banner, like when I get a super chat, but it's not showing up when I get a channel member for some reason. Very much appreciated, Chuck, for gifting Greg and becoming a channel member yourself. Yeah, here's hoping, right, Bill? Thanks again, Chuck. That guy is just drunk off his face, paranormal witness girl. He's walking around with an open container, drinking and stumbling along, and asking people for spare change. Hey, we were talking about the gasworks earlier. This is where the gasworks used to be. The old gasworks live music club for rock and metal, hard rock. So to the new channel members, I did post a members video today. And depending on the tier that might be available to you, I think it's available to Metropolis tier members. You partied there a few times, Brad? That's awesome. Alright, we're heading south on Yonge, just crossing Wellesley. Yeah, we just passed it, Ellie. We're going to refill some of these stations with those bikes.
Yeah, it's expensive. It wasn't even
Was Vivian Johnson part of the motorcycle gang? That's where she is. That explains it. Got a couple of TTC special constables up ahead here. Maybe they're coming from Wellesley Station and walking down to College Station. Maybe Alan. We are heading in that direction. I'm like when Action Kid is streaming in Manhattan. He's drawn to Times Square all the time because he loves it. And he doesn't care if anyone says Times Square is a tourist trap and locals should avoid it and all that stuff. He's a New York City native and he loves it. And I kind of love Yonge and Dundas. I just like the energy and the atmosphere. It's always interesting and it's visually stimulating also. Hey, Chris back. You're my 200th like. Thank you very much. Being like number 200. And if anyone else is enjoying, be sure to hit the like button and then the subscribe button too. Yeah, that's right, Chuck. You have to at least check it out, right? If you're visiting the city. I was reading a Reddit post a few days ago where someone said that they're so embarrassed by Yonge Street and Yonge and Dundas that when they had some friends visiting the city from elsewhere, they actually told their friends to avoid Yonge Street altogether. Just don't even bother going to Yonge Street. And I just was like, what? How can you tell someone who's never been to Toronto to just avoid Yonge Street? That just seems ridiculous. And then another person who had recently visited the city chimed in and said, well, I was just in Toronto for the first time and I loved Yonge Street. I walked up and down it and it was like, it was a total trip. Yeah, I'll always defend Yonge and Dundas. Are there sketchy people there? Yeah, of course. But you could say that about any part of downtown. Is it so bad that it should be avoided? Of course not. And you can also say that about the rest of downtown also. Oh, is that right, Chuck? Yeah. Like, Yonge Street is fun. Yonge Street is fun street, right? I think that was a slogan back in the day. And it's still a fun street. It's just a different kind of fun than it used to be. It used to be more of a sleazy kind of fun when it was the Sin Strip. And then in the 80s and 90s, all the record stores and things like that. Well, the world has changed. Record stores just aren't the big draw anymore. Used to go to Big Slice. Yeah, I used to go there too. That was a regular place for me. It's no longer there now. Hey, we just hit 300 concurrent viewers. That is awesome.
So in that case, we should be getting that.
And I jinxed it. I always jinx it. I say, oh, we hit 300, and then it dips down below 300 again. Just crossing Carlton. All right, now we're back above 300. So thank you, everyone. No, there's no Toronto pizza like you have in New York or Chicago. The pizza here is just varied and there's nothing specifically Toronto about it. There are places where you can get thin slices, thick slices, gourmet type pizza. You can buy pizza by the slice in some places, but not all places. Some places you have to go in and sit down. It's not really a pizza city, I guess. I mean, lots of pizza places, but it's not known for its pizza. You can get good pizza though, if that's what you want. And there are a few places that have been around a long time and are really highly regarded, like Bitondo's in Little Italy. Fresca is another good place. You can get pizza by the slice. And I pointed out North of Brooklyn Pizza when we were walking through the Church Wellesley Village. They have a... Okay. That was very impressive. They have a few locations around town. They're good. You can get... I think you can get it by the slice there. You're just there getting your Whopper. And of course you can get slices at all the chain pizza places, like Pizza or 2 for 1, as Sabina mentioned. Of course the quality might not be as good at the chain places, but it's definitely edible. It's fresh, right? A nice fresh pizza from Pizza isn't bad. But once the slices have been sitting there in that little glass case for like a while, then I wouldn't recommend it. They can get a little cardboardy after they've been sitting there. I'm sure I'd rev it too. Maybe I would, Noble Cost, you know. Why else have a car like that if you're not going to be a bit of a douche, right? Pizza is awful. Yeah, a lot of people really detest pizza. I contend though that if it's fresh out of the oven, it's all right. If it's not, then don't bother. At Yonge and Gerard. A Ford Fiesta. Maybe it was a Pinto. I'm avoiding the Muzak on that side of the street. I'm going to stick to this side over here. But this is the Muzak zone, as I've mentioned before. Once you go south of Gerard, music, all the way down, all the way past Dundas. And we're about to pass the Zanzibar. Cozy Grotto. Mr. Sub, yeah, they make good subs. I prefer them over Subway, but Mr. Subs are few and far between now. I don't even know how many are left.
Where you get the bar plus, and then we'll call you. That's right there.
Okay, I'm in.
But really? Yeah, where you get the bar plus.
Ooh, I just got a notification. My battery is getting low, so that means I have to plug in the old power bank here. Let me get away from the Muzak at the Zanzibar. And more Muzak here. Is there any place where there's not Muzak where I can stop and plug in my power bank? Alright, I'm plugged in. I'm a very down-to-earth kind of streamer. Well, I'll take that as a compliment. Mr. Sub has an app. See, I didn't know that. Whoops. Okay. There we go. let's go this way. Hey, they don't have their music blaring here. This place is packed right now. Alright, my battery pack is struggling to keep my phone alive here. I might have to wrap up the stream in a few minutes. Oh, brother. Oh, brother. No. No. No, I am not. Yeah, it's at 7% right now. I plugged it in when it was at 13%. Yeah, it's already down to 7. But we made it once again to Yonge and Dundas. Seems to be holding at 7% though. RF from outer space, that's right. That guy's telling us all. What's the vibe with the Jays? I guess there's a lot of bummed people, but you don't really get a sense of that here. I think my power bank is keeping the phone alive now. We're over the 2-hour mark. So maybe I'll start to wrap things up. I'll just start making my way towards home. So I have a FaceTime date with Megan for 10:30. We're going to watch Community. I've been showing her the show Community, that awesome sitcom. So she's pretty into it now.
Oh yeah, we got it.
I highly recommend that show to anyone who hasn't seen it. I'd say it's probably the best sitcom of the early 2000s. Some people might say The Office, but I think I like Community a little better than The Office. You agree, Josh? Alright, so thank you all for joining me on a lovely walk around downtown tonight. It took a couple hours, but I'm now a completely sweaty mess, and I'll be showering as soon as I get home. And it was great having you all tonight. It was a good crowd. It's nice to see people checking out the streams in larger numbers recently. So thank you everyone, and thank you to the mods for doing a great job. And thank you to all those who supported the channel with your super chats, super stickers, or PayPal donations, or by becoming a channel member. We had some new channel members tonight, which was awesome to see. And of course, I'll be streaming again in the next 3 or 4 days. Keep an eye out for that. And I'll be premiering a video tomorrow evening on my channel. So I hope you all can catch that too. So have a good night, everyone. Of course, I will continue. And be sure to do all that YouTube stuff and like, share, and subscribe, and yada, yada, yada. You know how it goes. All that jazz, as I like to say. Hey, it's Burrito Boys. All right, well, until next time. Good night, everyone. It's time to shower and watch Community.